Man Tom, and I have got a round 2 model review for you.
And here for the clear parts. These pretty much look like the same exact ones that come with the standard kit, except in this case they're done in red, orange, green, and blue. And in this case certain parts are simply done in clear. The addition of the inner runner here for the nacelle may be the only difference. And having that clear bridge, that's definitely a nice little touch, as well as of course the hanger deck as well. Jamie asked that I don't open these parts, so I'm going to leave them sealed. Pretty much saw them in the Big Enterprise version, so there's really nothing new to see, but it's definitely nice to have those in clear and colored. And over here on the lighting guide, again he said not to open the packs. However, some of these things were open. These two control boards are not open, so I'm not going to open those. The double density LED tape, that's definitely nice to see here. As you folks know, I run a company called Modelers Brand Hobby Supplies, which sells this particular form of it. In this case, Round 2 and I do not have any relationship on that front. It's really great to see the 3 LED per inch version of it. I unwrapped this and there's just about 22 inches of it, so that should be enough to do the entire kit. The two fan motors are really nice to see. No markings on them at all. The power supply is 12 volts at 850 milliamps, so that should be enough to power everything. I'm not about to unwrap these, however, just looking at them really quickly, everything has little letter codes on where it goes. So presumably J here plugs into J on the board, and the LED tape clips, the no solder clips, that's a very simple procedure to put that on. This also has the LEDs themselves wired into the area already, so it looks like you simply unfurl this and spread it out according to the directions. And over here on the front, all the directions look pretty straightforward as far as things go. The PCB printed circuit boards are all labeled out with their letters and where everything goes. You get a contents list over here with a symbol guide. This is a 4-page guide, and overall it looks fairly easy and straightforward. If you're going to do the optional nacelle side lights, it tells you where to place it, and the plastic includes parts or places to attach it. The LED tape itself should have a sticky backing to it, so you just clamp it down. The no solder clips make connections really nice and easy. But even if you don't go for the no solder clips, the LED tape has holes in the connection points, so you can just slip your wires through there and twist it off. Getting back to the instructions here, you still put the decals down on the bridge as you should. Everything looks pretty straightforward as far as where everything goes. And I don't suppose there's too much more to say. Probably the toughest thing is assembling the nacelle caps right there, the bussards. Now on page 4 you do the final wiring. The PCB slips straight into the main hull once you've plugged everything in. Power wire runs down through the bottom, through the included aluminum tube, and then there is the connector, which is also included right there. Eight or 9 LEDs on each of the bussards. I don't want to unfurl that, as I mentioned, and know exactly what's there. 2 printed circuit boards to control everything, and 2 fan motors, one for each nacelle. That's definitely a huge pile of gear packed into this tiny box. Really nice job. Next up, we've got MKA 007/06. Basically the lighting kit as a standalone product. This should be an easy review since we just looked at the lighting kit in the deluxe accessory pack. That box was slightly thicker than this one. And I'm thinking we probably pretty much get the same exact stuff. Ah, here we go. We can take a look at the boards. Ah, an excess board, so we don't have to open this up. Again, clear plastic parts, motors, nacelle lights, colored clear plastic parts, pre-wired, no solder wiring, the 12 volt 0.85 amp power supply with the DC connector. Let's take a look at the instructions. These should be exactly the same, and they pretty much are. Use this for close-ups. The piece in the bubble wrap is missing the mounting hole. Aha. And I see the mounting hole right there. So let me de-staple this and we'll get the camera going. So the kit itself comes with 2 printed circuit boards, and this is just one for example. All the ports you need, clearly labeled for where everything goes. Just the perfect size to slip inside the model to get things done. And here with MKA 010, the only note was that this will come with a cardboard backing, and just like it says, all the registry decals are here. Excalibur, Exeter, Lexington, Intrepid, Eagle, Endeavor, Potemkin, Republic, Yorktown, Constitution, Essex, and Defiant, Hood, and Constellation. Did I say Constitution? I might have. I might not have. I imagine this is just for the series version, because having lettering for the first and second pilot would definitely be a lot of extra because it was a slightly different font. These are some very square letters going on. Let me get some closer focus. And here we are in macro mode. Very distinctly crisp lettering going on. I'm kind of surprised at how square some of it actually is, especially the 6s or 9s and the 3. This also happens on the O's, such as Potemkin, 6, 5. Definitely some nice options here. I imagine this is going to be a standard one for a lot of folks to get. Nice and simple, 2 sheets. Let's see how big they are. Just over 11 by 8 inches. So a nice simple review on that one. So next up, what I really want to do is a side-by-side with the 1350 CVN-65 and the 1350 1701 Refit. Let's take a look at these huge pieces of plastic and wrap this series up.